Welcome! I'm so excited you're joining me for this video. My name is Heather Young. I'm a certified yoga therapist, and today I want to help you work through a sequence of movements that's designed to open up your neck, your shoulders, your chest, and just help bring more mobility into your upper body. Before we get started, I have two guidelines. One, I don't want you to rush the movements. I want you to feel like your brain and your muscles can connect, so that way you can almost anticipate when your body's going to say stop before you reach that point. So there's this feeling of safety as you work into these movements. So go slow. Let your brain and your muscles talk. And then also, I don't want you to do anything that feels uncomfortable. I can't feel what's going on in your body. So as we work through any of these movements, if you need to skip any or modify them, please do so. This is meant to make you feel good. So now that we have those two ground rules out of the way, the other tools that I would like you to have for this video are, you can either have a band that's completely connected or one of the bands that you tie yourself to create the tension you like. Two weights, and 1 or 2 pounds is good. As you get stronger, you'll go up in weight, but if you don't have weights, just use 2 water bottles or even 2 soup cans, 2 items that are the same weight for each side. And then lastly, 2 blocks would be ideal as well. If you don't have blocks, you can use books or any other items that kind of match that shape and size. So now, to get started, I'm going to have you lie down on your back, which is the safest position to just start warming up your body and do any movement. And get yourself set up as you come down here. Kind of move your shoulder blades underneath your body. And then to get your back to relax, go ahead and pull your knees into your chest and just move your knees around in tiny little organic circles, as big or as small as feels good for you today. And then if you haven't already switched, just switch and go the other direction. Tiny little movements. And then you'll spread your knees and bring them to your shoulders so that way you can move your ankles around. Open up your inner thighs, and then you'll place your feet on the ground. But I want you to look and be mindful that your heels are underneath your knees and they're right about in line with your hips. Now that your shoulders are under your chest and your lower back is relaxed, place one hand on your stomach and the other hand on your chest. From here, I want you to just close your eyes and take a moment to let your mind and your body connect. So you're going to slow your breath down. Feel it get deep and full. Feel your chest open up and lift and rise as you inhale. And then everything in your body just softens and settles as you exhale. We're going to stay here for 2 more breaths. And on your inhale, I want you to just breathe in, my body. And as you exhale, breathe out, was made to heal. Because it's true. And it's important to connect with truth as you start to work through moving your body and creating healing and openness. And just do that one more time intentionally. Breathe in, big inhale, and say, my body. And as you exhale, was made to heal. And then go ahead and blink your eyes open, and I want you to take your arms down to your sides, and then find that first block, wherever that may be. Actually, grab both blocks. You're going to put the first block between your knees, the long way, so you can grab it with your inner thighs, and then that second block, you're going to hold it between the palms of your hands. This is going to make your shoulders work together and create a really nice, stable movement. So on an inhale, you'll just lift your arms up straight overhead, get your elbows engaged, and then as you exhale, start to take the block overhead, but I want you to move the slowest you've ever moved in your life. It's a slow, slow movement as you let your shoulders slowly relax, bringing them overhead. And I want you to just release any expectation. Maybe your body says to stop here. Maybe it tells you to keep going, but I don't want you to anticipate it. I want you to allow your body to slowly open up to the degree that feels good today. You'll stop wherever it feels good. At some point, you may feel like your arms and the block come all the way down to the ground. And then when you're ready to take an exhale, feel your ribs pull down, your core engage, and you'll bring the block back. Nice and slow. Take your time. Keep the elbows engaged the whole time. Then you're going to inhale again, reach the block overhead. This time, press into your heels and feel your hips lift. You're still squeezing that block, engaging your thighs and moving slow so that wherever your body says stop with your arms, that's where you stop. And then on an exhale, start to bring the arms forward, feel the ribs pull in. But as you set your spine down on the ground, feel it get longer and create more space. It comes down nice and gentle. And one more time with your breath. Use a big inhale, reach the block overhead. Also lift your hips, press into your heels, and feel that little tada lift through your chest. This one's going to be a little different. Keep your arms overhead and just lengthen your spine as you slowly come down. Take your time. It's a big stretch through your spine and your chest. It's an important one though. Come out of it if you need to for any reason, otherwise slowly relax down, keeping the arms overhead. And then pause here and just take a big breath. Inhale in deep and exhale out slow. Now engage your ribs, engage your core, and slowly bring the block overhead. It's perfect. Now you're going to go ahead and grab both blocks, one in each hand. Take an inhale, reach the blocks overhead, and then as you exhale, I just want you to take them out to the sides. Just let them slowly go as you open up your chest and shoulders. Maybe your hands come down to the ground, maybe they don't. Maybe you're super tight today. And then you'll go ahead and just bring those up until they meet. I want you to do that one more time. Go slow. That same pace that lets your brain and your muscles connect and talk to each other. And then if it feels comfortable to have your hands on the ground, I just want you to pause here and take a breath. Big inhale in. Exhale out. One more breath. Inhale in. And exhale out. And then you'll bring the blocks up to meet overhead. From here, you can set the blocks off to the side. I want you to stay on your back. So remember, you can use weights or you can use water bottles, cans, anything that's both the same for your arms, and you'll go up in weight as you start to feel the exercise is too easy and you want to do more. So to get yourself set up, lie down on your back and tuck your shoulder blades underneath your body. You want to feel like you got a nice long spine, and then one at a time, bring your elbow right out from your shoulder and then lift the weight right on top of your elbow. Also, watch your wrist. Try to make sure it doesn't roll back or forward and it stays nice and strong and locked in. And then you'll do that same setup on the other side. Bring the weight right out from your shoulder and then gently feel your elbow and your wrist get strong. Now, do not have expectations for how far you're going to go on this movement. Let the weight do the work and do not push your body. It's not worth it. You want to build trust in the safety of the movement as you breathe through these exercises. So take an inhale in, and then as you exhale, you're just going to slowly let the weights come down to the ground. Now, don't have expectations for how far they go. Maybe you go all the way to the ground because you have nice internally rotating shoulders. Maybe you stop here. I want you to move slow and anticipate the stop, respect that, and then take an inhale breath and lift back up. Now, you're going to do the same thing moving backwards. Inhale again. And then exhale, let the weights rock back. Don't rush. Keep checking from side to side to make sure your wrist stays strong and that you're moving in that nice neutral motion, straight back, straight up. When your body says stop, stop, no matter how far that is, and then use an inhale to come back up. Same thing going forward. Exhale. It's interesting. Sometimes the body will open up more as you do your second and third movement. Sometimes it'll tighten up. And I want you to breathe, keep the body relaxed, and don't anticipate which way it's going to go. Keep everything, see that weight move around? You want to keep them locked in. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, drop back. Keep checking side to side. Take the movement nice and slow. And then again, inhale, come up. And exhale, drop forward, nice and slow. Inhale, come up. And exhale, drop back. One more time. Inhale, come up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, come up. And exhale, drop back. Don't force the movement, only go as far as feels good for you. Then inhale, come up. And then on the exhale, just close your elbows to the body. Bring the weights in, and then you'll set them off to the side. Now from here, if you have a bolster, that's awesome. You can come up on a bolster to sit. But otherwise, if you don't have a bolster, even something like stacking 2 pillows is still gonna work really well for your body, and you can sit on the pillows. So use a bolster if you have a bolster. Otherwise, you can just sit on the pillows. And I just want to get your hips lifted up. You'll cross your legs naturally, however they feel comfortable. And then take your hands behind your body so that way you can interlace your fingers and stretch out your elbows. We all naturally rotate inward, almost all of us. And so before we start the stretch, I want you to roll the shoulders back and open, and then clasp the hands, palms coming together. You're gonna use your breath to get deeper into the stretch. So first you'll inhale, and as you exhale, just press the palms together. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. You don't care, you wanna go where your body takes you. And then inhale, sit up tall, chest is up. On the exhale, feel your elbows just kind of roll as close together as they can. And then repeat that. On the inhale, sit up tall. And on the exhale, roll your shoulders back. So you're rolling the shoulders, the elbows, and the wrists all back to get a nice stretch through your arms and through your chest. Take one more deep breath here. Big inhale. Keep your ribs in your body, and then exhale. It's kind of easy to puff your ribs out. You want to keep them tucked in and keep all of these muscles active as you sit in that stretch. All right, so now you can move the pillows off to the side where you can reach them again later. And still come to a seated position. You can stay on the pillows if that feels better for your hips, but I want you to take the band, and it can be one of these bands that's just a closed loop, or one of the ones that you tie. If you're tying it, I want you to create enough tension to feel like when you put this thing on, right below your elbows, you have to create a little bit of tension in order to bring the elbow out in line with the shoulder. And then look at your arms as well. Your palms will face each other, your fingers are active, and everything will come out in this nice vertical line from the elbow up through the hands. So we're gonna start with the elbows down. The band will touch your chest, and then take an inhale, lift your chest up, and feel yourself get that expanse. And I just want you to pulse 10 times here, just a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice, release. Now check in with your body. Maybe that's all you do today. If you kind of felt it, or it twinged in your shoulders on that last one, that's your stop mechanism. But if you have the energy and your shoulders feel good to move on to the next stage, then you'll bring your elbows up to 45 degrees, so just underneath the shoulder, and then you're gonna create that same tension where you open up the elbows to your shoulders, spread your fingers, and then pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. As you work these, you wanna feel your back sitting up tall and the muscles kind of contracting towards your spine. You want your back very active. Now check in with your body again. Maybe you stopped there. Maybe you felt the fatigue as you were working towards the end of that, or maybe you're moving on to the third and final set. And that is to lift your elbows up to your shoulders. Again, spread the elbows out shoulder distance, activate your fingers, and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold, and then gently release. That's nice. Remember, you're working yourself up to doing all 3, or if it starts to feel too easy, then you move to a heavier tension of band. That will make it hard all over again. So you just work your body through it slow and steady. Every day you win 1 rep at a time, and your body gets stronger. All right, so now that we've done those, I want to finish with one of the most important stretches in this sequence, and that's opening up your chest. So you just turned on your back, you turned on your shoulders, and now we're going to do a stretch that's going to open up your chest. And the same thing for this stretch. If you have a bolster, that would be fantastic. I want you to lay it on the bolster. If you don't have a bolster, grab pillows, and you can prop your body up with pillows. The key is that you want the pillows to come right up to your lower back, Now, if you have a really tense and tight lower back, it can come out a little bit more because this is going to be a big chest opener the closer you get it to your lower back. But your legs are out in front of you, the bolster's up next to your lower back. And then if you have super tight chest, you're going to want to have some pillows handy so that way you can find out if you need to put a pillow under your arm as you move into the stretch, because you don't want to feel like this is so tight that it's painful or tense. It's going to teach your body not to like that openness, and we want to teach it to trust and to covet that openness, like it feels good and safe to go there. So use as many pillows as you need not to feel pain in your shoulder as you find the extension, and then as it gets more open, you'll use less pillows and lower pillows and not stack as many, and just move your body deeper into the stretch. The other thing that I recommend that you have, because we're going to hold this for as long as you would like, is just a rolled up hand towel that's going to create and keep the curve in the back of your neck. And then finally, because you're going to hold this for multiple breaths and allow your body to relax, I find that the body always relaxes more when you have a blanket handy. So you can cover your feet, you can cover your legs, and just get all cozy, because you're going to take your body to a place of relaxation where your brain and your muscles can just kind of code and file away all the movements that you just did to strengthen your body and open up your neck and your shoulders. So get that pillow behind your neck. Allow yourself to come back, and you'll feel it right away. Now, if it's not enough of a cushion, you can also bend it. I want you to find that you've kept the natural curve of your neck, and your head and your neck feel supported. And then check in with those pillows. You'll take your hands to your chest, you'll open up the elbows to your shoulders, and then from there, extend your arms out to feel the stretch. You'll just move the pillow where you need to in order to allow it to support your shoulders. And then your ribs are going to want to fly open and truly expand, which is good, but feel them kind of stay active and engaged, closing down just a little bit. And then from there, your spine is relaxed, your chest is relaxed, your shoulders are relaxed, the arms are open. And then just come back to breathing naturally through your nose, inhaling and exhaling. And then come back to that breathing thought sequence that I shared at the beginning, where as you inhale, you tell yourself, my body, and as you exhale, you tell yourself, was made to heal. And I want you to stay in this position, just breathing in that truth for as long as feels good for you, even after this video ends. And really hold on to that truth, because whether you're doing this to just naturally strengthen your arms and your bodies, that's a good thing, you're maintaining. But if you're working through healing and injury, stay patient. Don't force your body. It gives you its best every day. Just lie here, breathe, taking the relaxation of the posture, and allow your body to do what it does best, heal and serve you, and allow you to live a life of impact.